Hello children, welcome to next class of biology. In this video, we are going to see the details of red data book. And the term red data book we have already seen in our previous class. Am I right? Yes. And when we have discussed about, the vulnerable species, rare species and all, I told you, all these red categories, the rare categories are being recorded by an organization which is called IUCN, International Union for the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. So, Red Data Book is a document which is established by IUCN for documenting all rare and endangered species of plants and animals, including local varieties, and which exist in a state or a country. So don't forget, Red Data Book is a document which is maintained by IUCN. And the collection of the different details of all these rare categories can be done by various agencies, and later it will be documented by IUCN, International Union for the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. So all the rare categories of plants and animals, their details are documented in the book, and that book is called Red Data Book. Let us see the different categories of organisms which come under the red list. The most important one, that is extinct, and EX, which is represented with the letter EX, that shows extinct varieties, extinct species, and which denotes that there is no trace of that one which exists in the earth's surface. They are being removed from the earth's surface due to some artificial forces or some natural reasons. And the well-known example, dinosaurs. Am I right? And there is no trace of extinct species which are remaining in the earth's surface. And those organisms which are being removed from the earth's surface forever, and they're coming under the category of extinct. The second one is EW, extinct in wild. And the representation of them can survive only under captivity or under cultivation and not under, natural conditions. Such organisms are grouped under the category extinct in wild. The third one, critically endangered. The endangered, EN, and critically endangered, these two ones are, the organisms which are about to become extinct if we don't conserve them. The factors which are responsible for extinction, if still persist, if we don't protect such organism, the critically endangered and endangered organism, it becomes extinct. And there comes the importance of conserving plants and animals, not only endangered and critically endangered, all these different, groups of organisms which are very less in number on the earth's surface. If we don't protect them, in the near future, we may not be able to see them. Okay. And then the next category, which is having less, threat than the endangered, and they are being classified as vulnerable VU. And they also can get into the category of extinct or endangered, if you don't protect them. So, and they also have the risk of getting into the extinction category. Okay. Then the next is the near threatened, NT, and which is just close to the threatened category. Threatened category means critically endangered, endangered, and vulnerable together. We categorize them under threatened species. And they are very less in number, and they are about to become extinct if we don't protect them. If the factors which are responsible for the extinction still persist, if we don't conserve such organisms, what will happen in the near future, and even the threatened species also get into the category of extinct ones. Okay, near threatened means NT. These are, this organism can get into the category of threatened one if you don't protect them, if you don't, conserve them. The next one is LC. LC means least concerned category. And if the organism has enough number of population on the earth's surface, and we keep them under this category, least concerned category, that shows that they are stable on the earth's surface. They have enough representation on the earth's surface. And they are in the safe zone. And these organisms which kept under LC category, they are unlikely to get into the process of extinction. Clear? Now the last one is DD, that shows data is deficient. And if we don't have enough information regarding the abundance or distribution of an organism, we keep them under the data deficient category or DD category. So these are the different, red listed categories, and you should know that every organisms and they have the right to live on the earth's surface, whether it is a plant or animal. It's our responsibility to protect them. If we don't conserve them in the near future, we may not be able to see them at all. Hope it is clear for you. Thank you.